feel about that as a board member. I don't know if you knew about that or if you speak to that, or the idea of the 40% of the district, principal, 40% of the high schools not having a single African American as a principal or administrator on their campus. In particular, Hastings is one in particular.
No, I was not aware of those numbers. I was not aware of those numbers, and as you stated before, unless the community comes to us and make that an issue, that is something that board members will not cross the line on. What has to be understood in the role of a board member, this is true, and we learned this very hard in training, that I only have one employee to be concerned with as a board member, and that is the superintendent, and to hold him accountable and to only evaluate him. Okay? When it comes down to who's hired underneath there, then we are expecting that the superintendent has the expertise, or he puts people in charge with expertise to make good decisions about our students. And one thing that I would say, yes, as an African American person in this district, and I've seen a lot of changes. I've been here almost 17 years, so I remember when it wasn't so many African Americans here. But the thing that sticks out the most with me is when I came to Alief, it wasn't because of that particular mix. It was because I was looking for quality education for my children. And I think at the end of the day, that's what all parents thought about when they came into Alief. They did not, look to say, which racial mix is over the students. It's whether or not these students will get a quality education, and when they walk out of the door, will they be able to go into the universities of their desires? That's what we're looking at. Now, every year, everyone's challenged to go and look at what we call the AIES report. I think I have that right. And when you look at this report, it's supposed to show the demographics of your students, and you're also able to go and look at the demographics of your staff and make a determination on whether or not the demographic of your students align with the demographic of your staff. Now, where we may not have the leadership in those positions, when you look at go out to TEA website, you will see that the mix of our teachers and staff members within the district. So those are the things that I would be greatly concerned about. Would I like to see more African Americans in leadership? Sure I would, because I'm looking at as well with 49% Hispanic population in the district. I like to see some leadership there. Why? The biggest thing about that is these students who are going to school need role models all day long. They need role models. They need to be able to look up. They need to be able to see as well engineers walk through the door. They need to be able to see attorneys walk through the door. When they see those individuals as role models who are constantly before them, then they will look up and they will make a decision that, yes, I am able to grow up and become a doctor. Yes, there's someone who looks like me who's in leadership, and I have an opportunity to be in leadership. But I would tell you honestly, I would prefer not to have that population there and not being effective or impacting our students positively. And I think that is the big thing that we need to look at when we look at the demographics of our staff in our school district.
Right.